Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Sound is perfect. And welcome everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, exactly. Woo. We are here live in some new space web parcel, and today is a very cool event. We have a WILDEVERSE launch party, which is pre-event for actually main event, which will be happening in 1 month. So like if you see how cool today's event will be, I can't even imagine what will happen in 1 month. This will be crazy. But yeah, so welcome everyone who joined, everyone who is watching our live stream, welcome as well. Thank you for joining. By the way, if you are just viewing this video, click on that link, in the tweet, and you'll be right there with us in the parcel instead of just watching, and you can even dance. Look at that. So, welcome once again. Thank you all for coming. Today we have quite an interesting lineup of artists, DJs, talks, and viewing of all kind of things. So a few things before we start. Like in a real cinema or theater, please mute your microphones if you are not talking. Please use your headphones ideally so that you are not echoing. If you want to set up your custom avatar, you have to sign in with the Somnium account, and then you'll be able to set up an avatar from your selfie. If not, you'll just be a custom or classical Somnium avatar, which is cool as well. And you can use emojis. You can turn on your webcam if you want to show us who you are, and then your head of your avatar will become a TV. How cool is that? And we'll see your video stream right on your head. So you're real. Yes, Ultra Lord, exactly. Let us show. Kind of dark. Oh, we see VR. What? What is that? Okay. Yeah, so you can do that. Your TV will become head, or your head will become a TV, and here we are. So I guess right away, right from the start, we will have several artists go through, talk about themselves a little bit, talk about their art. And after that, we will, go through the art here, walk around the parcel, have a little bit of sightseeing. And after this event finishes on some new web parcel, we will dive into some new VR with our VR headsets, and we'll have a VR after party with a live DJ, Ollie, coming to us directly from Las Vegas, and playing to us in VR. That will be also epic. For those who will not be able to join in VR, you can still join in Somni Web and listen to the live stream in the web browser. So, those are the details. Thank you for staying with me while I was telling this. And okay, let's train a little bit. Before we go, I can see that some people already figure out how to use emojis. Okay, let's clap everybody right at the same time. Let's do it. Clapping. Woohoo! Oh, I don't know how to clap here. All right, on the right side, you can use emojis. Perfect. Yeah, and let's dance one more time. Let's make sure that we can all dance. Okay, perfect. That's a real party. Now I feel like I'm in the middle of the party. Come on, that's great. Okay, look at my moves. Oh my God, I wish I can do that in real life. Okay, so right, so we can start, and the first person who will tell us a bit about the art, about the journey, about anything is Tidewarp. Tidewarp, hello. Come to me here, probably. Let's stand in the middle, next to the bar, and perhaps tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your art, and then we'll probably go and see some of your art pieces later after all the interviews. Hello.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
We can hear you perfectly.
Excellent, excellent. What do you want to know? I can tell you a little bit about myself. I call myself a Generation X artist, which is a polite way of saying middle-aged. Um, I've been making art a long time, and it's something that's basically taken over from any kind of a mainstream career for me. and it's one of those things now that it's my whole life. It's what I do. It's either art or music or a combination of both. Um, I, I, I really I do both physical and digital art, and paintings are a big thing for me, and they're the beginning part of my digital works. I use them as a basis to make backgrounds to videos, which I also scan through synthesizers to create a soundtrack. So it's a kind of whole hybrid digital physical work, which produces paintings and videos, and that's essentially it. But my themes, if you want to know, dive into that area, is a lot. Music is the sort of subtext of everything I do and the motive behind most of my work. Um, However, the big themes are transience, obsolescence, uh, transformation, and something I call the paradox of retro utopianism, the idea that we spend too much time looking backwards and not enough time going forward, and there are consequences to that. But that's a pretty deep dive for an opening statement.
Okay, cool. I guess, we would definitely touch right now the crypto part of all of that, and the blockchain part.
Yeah.
And I think we need to also remind that today we are at a pre-opening party of Wildeverse, which will be a festival where people will be able to actually use tickets and buy art on a near blockchain. And the partners, or the main partners of this event and of this festival, are Near and Mintbase. And there are some new functionalities which are being introduced by Near, um, which are not yet implemented in full, for example, on Ethereum, but they're already available on Near. So how did you get to crypto part of the scene? Let's say, how did you actually find out about blockchain and stuff?
Okay, well, I got into crypto about 7 years ago, stumbling across Bitcoin
Hmm.
and thinking this could be interesting. I spent about 3 months trying to figure out an entry point into Bitcoin, and and I started putting a little bit of money into it and thinking this could be a very interesting space. And I wasn't thinking about it in terms of art whatsoever. And then there was the famous Mount Gox hack in about halfway through 2014, and it kind of I drifted away for a few years, thinking I really not sure if this is mature enough. And then in 2017, I got into the sort of, the all-time high at the time, dragged me back in, and obviously the art scene was just beginning to take off, but it
Hmm.
seemed to be very much collectible driven. And I think it was the lockdown of 2020 that brought me back into it. When I was sitting in the studio I was actually thinking about a piece that I wanted to make that really encapsulated the division in America before the election, and this piece would basically be a choice between two outcomes. And there was no real way of doing it in the physical world. So it sent me back into the digital path. And I spent a lot of time getting back up to speed with the whole NFT movement and crypto art. And it was probably in December last year that I actually decided to commit to this path as an outlet for my work. And what was so interesting is that I came across Mintbase and Near through, I believe it's a video that the Defiant put out, and uh, and it absolutely convinced me that Near would be the right blockchain to go with going forward. I mean, there seemed to be some issues with Ethereum. Obviously, it's a very mature platform in terms of crypto art, and that's where all the collectors are, and that's where all the money is at the moment. Obviously, Hen has become quite a phenomenon over the last few months, but generally Ethereum has been the gorilla in the room. But what I saw about Near, and actually a lot of what Nate was putting up at Mintbase in terms of videos and interviews about Near and what Mintbase was going to be like built on Rust, it just totally convinced me that they would be worth waiting for. So I'm a Near exclusive artist. I don't actually mint on any other blockchain. I've got no intention of doing minting on any other blockchain. I think Mintbase's solution is technically, from my best of my knowledge, appears to be, a fantastic solution built from the ground up that deals with many of the major issues on a carbon neutral blockchain. So, to me, that's why I'm an advocate for near Mintbase and any other platform on that's built up on top of Mintbase, but I'm an advocate for any NFT platform on the near protocol. I just think it's so far ahead of what anyone else is thinking in terms of a technical, sustainable solution for crypto art. So I'm a real advocate for the platform.
All right, fantastic. Thank you for your take. Yeah, let's clap. Let's clap, everybody. And I guess we would, well, we have like 5 minutes left for your part of interview. I would maybe let other people ask questions if you have any here. If anyone has any question, just unmute yourself and speak, or you can type it into the chat, by the way, which is on the left corner, bottom corner. You can just type in the question there. We will read it, and Sidewarp will answer. Maybe I'll ask, while others are meditating. What is how long do you is the crypto art your like full-time job? Do you do it full-time, or what do you do for a living? How do you plan your crypto art career in general? How would you want it to be? Maybe what's the coolest wish you have at the moment?
Okay, well, at the moment, I'm totally committed. As the saying goes, crypto never sleeps. And once I dived in, it just became a case of the learning curve is steep, and it seems to steepen the further you try to go up in it. So at the moment, it's a full time. I probably haven't worked this hard for a number of years and been this committed to my work. However, I still love to paint. I still, my painting is basically kind of like a music graffiti symbolism, and one of my paintings is upstairs in the gallery, and that's a big part of what I enjoy about art and creating the creative process. So while at the moment I've been, let's say, the last 5 6 months, I just seem to have been totally committed to being 100% in front of crypto art and everything that's required to keep up to speed and to produce work for things like WILDEVERSE and the green NFT thing for South Pole, putting together with Mintbase. Um, Really, I'm trying to divide my time. So I like to paint in the summer because in the summer my studio is nice and warm, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to I'd like to be in the office, as it were, in the inside studio in the winter when it's cold and dark. And that's probably what I foresee going forward, but I just can't see it happening at the moment. I'm so busy with what I'm doing. Been so much going on. And there's so many opportunities and so many thoughts that you think, well, that could apply to crypto art. I could use that. I could do it. And it was a real something I should very quickly touch on before this ends is that I really see crypto art as ironically seeing geographically where Wildermore is. I've used the phrase it's like the Berlin Wall coming down again because
Mm-hmm.
as an outsider artist without any formal art education, I didn't even make the school O level course as it was then. Having felt like I've been gatekeeped all my life and carved out a sort of career doing musically geeky paintings based on graffiti. Um, I really, really love the fact in crypto art it's an open, completely open door that you can walk through and say, this is the kind of art I want to make, and no one can turn around and say you're not qualified to make that art. So that's the big thing for crypto art for me. It's been a you know the Berlin Wall came down. It's a new day, and nobody can say you're not qualified to do that. So it's enabled me to explore things probably that I commercially wouldn't have done before because it's like okay, so any idea I've got can be reproduced. I can find a way to bring it out into sort of piece of art, and I can mint it, and no one can say no.
All right, yeah, that's I can only do this for that. This is really awesome. So I guess unless anyone has any questions, I think we'll wrap up the part for Sidewarp. So again, applause for the Sidewarp. Thank you, thank you, thank you
Thank
for
you.
your interview. And we
Thank you very
will
much.
we will that's our biggest pleasure, and we will move to Just In Case, which who is standing right next to me. with a cool Discord t-shirt. Oh my God, this is awesome. So just in case, I guess for your part, we could move all inside because there will be some live stream showcase, if I'm not mistaken. So we can slowly move. Follow me, everybody. Let me do this. Okay, follow me. Let's do it. All right, here we have a stream running. Let me click interact. And okay, there's some strange sound happening, but okay, the stream is running, it's live. Just in case, if you can come closer to me. Okay, he's coming there. What a cool carpet, George. Come on, this is
Yeah,
awesome.
well, this is Nate's idea. He had something like, let's make this NFT house very cozy, something like in the old days in the trading routes. Go for this,
Hey,
yeah,
this is
tea
awesome.
house feeling. So yeah.
Nate, hello. Great idea. You're the man. All right. So, Justin, let's start with you. How did you tell us about yourself? Where are you from, and how did you get to? Okay, he's scrolling. Wait for me. Wait for me. I need to intro you. Yeah.
Sorry, I
Don't
wanted
run
to be.
away. Don't run away.
Don't run away last second. I
Exactly.
just wanted to be close to the
I know
screen.
I'm not the prettiest person in the world, but hey, I'm not that ugly, so don't run away from me. So yeah, tell us about yourself. Tell us about your art. The floor is yours.
Okay, so I'm from Barcelona and I started in the world of graffiti in the 90s when I was a kid.
Yes, and now we stopped hearing you, or maybe that was it. Did we?
This,
Okay, now I can hear you again.
okay, so because everybody has to click on the screen, right, to be able to see the screen. Can you
I
now
see. So you
see?
have to you have to click on the web browser, and it will be show in world or interact in world, and then you'll be able to start the stream or see the stream for sure. I see the stream right now.
Okay,
It's live for the
okay,
viewers
you see the
of our live stream. Yes.
perfect. So
Okay. I see.
I
Symbol.
started in 92.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little bit of lag, but you should see in a moment, you should see me when I was like 16 years old. This is me. This is
Oh
the
yeah,
beginning of
cool.
graffiti in Barcelona.
Oh wow.
This is 92 probably. Really different time from now. There was no internet, no Facebook, no Twitter, no Somnium. We used to paint the walls and we took pictures of our graffiti with a really cheap cameras to kind of have like a document, like I've been here, I've done this. But
Right.
there was no place to share what we did. So I started taking pictures of all my graffiti and also the graffiti of my friends to like
Mm-hmm.
document this scene. Because with a graffiti piece, you never really know how long it's going to last. So I thought, with a piece of art that it's in the museum, it's going to be there for long. But
Mm-hmm.
with graffiti, it might get deleted. Some other graffiti writer with whom you don't have a nice relationship can paint over it. So for me, it was important to document it. So I started taking pictures of many graffiti. This is the 3D we used to do back in the days.
Yeah.
And on the next image, this is the 3D that people are doing right now. Then we have the characters that we used to do in the 90s. These are the characters we used to do in the 90s. And next we are going to see the characters that people are doing now. So for me, everything started with graffiti. So I started taking
Cool.
pictures of graffiti, but also of people in action, because I thought that taking a picture of the final piece is something that anybody can do, but taking pictures of graffiti writers in action was something more personal. So I started taking pictures of all my friends painting graffiti.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to skip a few slides so you can see the action pictures. Okay. So it became like documenting the new world of graffiti for me. These are the kids painting on the street. The next one is Inocuo painting in a festival. And then when the internet, this is Inocuo painting on the Urban Funk Festival in Barcelona many years ago. This was in Solivia, put in a paste up in Ibiza.
Nice.
So I started taking pictures of many of my friends in action, painting graffiti. This is Matthew Curran, an American artist who came to Madrid, and we went out for a night pasting up things around town. You see, I speak slowly because there's a little bit of lag, so I'm waiting for the images
no worries.
to come.
We can wait for the images to come in. They are coming in nicely. At least I see them very well.
Okay.
So
this is Olivia with a stencil in Paris. She's painting. I like this photo because she's painting right next to Dali, and Dali is like looking at her, like saying, "What is this girl doing? Is she going to paint over me or what?"
This is cool.
Okay, so the next one is coming is Bitoy, making like a big stencil of Frida Kahlo. She's painting this stencil for the first time. You see, it's a new stencil. It's totally white. So she's like using her brand new stencil. And the last one is Olivia again. The one that's coming is actually in Berlin. She's doing a paste up because when graffiti started evolving, people started using also posters, stencils, brushes. So the movement kind of evolved into what we now call street art, which is not really pure graffiti anymore. Graffiti still exists, but now all the street artists use different techniques. So what happened that when I started showing my pictures on the internet, people would ask me to censor their faces because, graffiti is illegal. So people don't want their faces around the internet. They can have problems. Maybe, my mother is going to see me painting or whatever, or I'm going to get problems with the police. So they asked me to censor them. And that was something that went against my principles because I don't like censorship. So I didn't like to put some pixels on their faces because it made all my photos, it made all of my photos look like police footage. So I decided to use a different technique. So I decided to use their characters and put their characters on top of their face. So of all graffiti writers, most of them do characters. I thought, okay, let's put the character on top of the face. At the beginning, I did it really quickly, like a copy and paste. I paste the character in 5 minutes, and then I can share the picture online. And then all the artists were really happy with this solution. They said, okay, it's cool. People don't see my face. I'm not going to have problems with the police. Nobody's going to know who I am. I'm going to be anonymous. This is another picture of a group of artists at the DJs Contra la Fam festival. It was a festival to raise money to fight against hunger. And I used each one of the artists, I used their own characters to replace their heads. But it was really quick. I did it in 5 minutes, just copy paste without any kind of real integration.
So that's where
with the time I started.
CryptoPunks came in from. Now I see the origins.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is probably similar to the CryptoPunks project. So then with time, I started also editing the arms, the necks, because I thought, okay, instead of just replacing the head, which looks like, okay, I can censor the face, but it's not really integrated. Let's also work on the arms. If one of the artists makes a green Yoda from Star Wars, yeah, let's make also green arms. So I started integrating them more and more and more. To the point that I merged each artist with their own work. I create like some kind of blending, some kind of mutant or magical being that combines the artist and the work. And it started evolving to what I'm doing now. This one is Joanna Bravo from Menorca. She's an artist from Menorca. And this is David Monroe. He's an artist who makes fishes. So I made his fish face. So it's little by little, I started discovering the secrets of Photoshop. I got a better camera, and I started doing, I started also traveling to the artist studios and workplaces. Instead of just capturing them in action, I said, okay, let's go to your studio, let's go to your house. Let's create a little setup and let's do something that represents more your artistic work. So this one is Mr. Thumbs in his house in Italy. He lives in a really small village. And now it comes where I really find interesting about the project, which is like creating stories about the artists. In this case, when I captured Mr. Thumbs, this is what I do now, which is more like at the beginning, I used to do it in 5 minutes in Photoshop. Now I spend many hours, sometimes days, editing the same picture. So this one with Mr. Thumbs, then I develop little stories. Like, for instance, this one was taken in his house in Valmontone, which is a really small town, really close to Italy. And Mr. Thumbs is an Italian artist. He makes graffiti, street art, graphic design, characters, toys. He's one of those guys who's good at everything. And he spends most of the time in his magic attic, playing with his friends and his dogs. And he can actually interact with all his creations because one afternoon when he was mixing different pigments of blue and green to try to find a deep shade of aquamarine, he accidentally discovered the magical paint. And with this magical paint, he can bring his characters to life. So since that day, he never feels bored or lonely anymore because he can bring his characters to life. He can play with them. He can interact with them. He can create worlds with them. The thing is, when someone they don't know goes up to the attic, they can hear the wood from the narrow wooden stairs squeaking, and they all stay really, really quiet, as if they were kept. Even Kijo, his pet, the small dog, stays really, really quiet to go unnoticed. Some of them even hide behind exotic plants. But if you have a keen eye for observation and you see some magical cigars still smoking and you see all the magical light in the room, you can realize that really magical things happen in this attic of a small Italian town when nobody's looking. And you know, when I show this picture to the people, some of them say, well, this can't be true. Come on, he can't actually make his characters go to life. That's not true. Magic doesn't exist. Okay, there's a really important thing I want to tell to everybody who came here today. And it's the fact that magic actually exists. But there's a little trick about magic. And it's that only the people who believe in magic can see magic. That's why those who believe in it strongly defend its existence, while those who don't categorically deny it, because it's actually just a decision in your brain. You decide to believe in magic, or you decide not to believe in magic. I can tell you that magic exists because I've seen Mr. Thomas doing magic in multiple occasions. Every time he paints a mural, he's actually doing magic. If you think about it, he's creating something that will generate an emotion in the viewer. If someone walks by that wall he painted 2 weeks later, or 6 months later, or 2 years later, he will feel an emotion when he sees the mural, when he sees the piece of art. Maybe it will feel happy or sad or whatever, but that artwork is going to create an emotion in someone he never actually met. He never actually have contact with this person, but through his work of art, he can generate an emotion in the viewer. That is actually the magic of creation, the fact of communicating emotion to someone you have never seen. And that is what Mr. Thomas does. He can create from his brain, from his ideas, he creates these characters and these worlds, and those ideas generate emotions in other people. That's the magic of creation. You have some idea in your mind and you transform it in something physical. You transform it in a mural, you transform it in a toy, in a doll, whatever comes from your mind, you make it physical. So everything actually, when we were talking with Mr. Thumbs about that, we discovered that everything actually comes from the mind. Everything you've seen in your life, all the books you have read, all the movies you have seen, all the stories you've heard, everything started in someone's mind. Then it becomes something physical, and that is the magic of creation. And I think I've already wasted all my time talking about this.
I already
I'm
forgot
going to
about the
give some
time.
space.
The story was so, thank you. The story was so amazing. And I read comments about, yes, magic exists and magic is manipulation of the mind. And if you don't manipulate your mind, someone else will. Panjoy says, that's a nice story. And Kari says, absolutely amazing. I just can only agree. Let's cheer up, everybody. Press that cheer button. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, show me your yes. Yes. All right.
Thank you, guys.
This was awesome. The presentation worked really well. Amazing images, some really cool idea about, like you know what I like about this is that you came to this kind of path you are having organically. You didn't push yourself. It just happened. You just felt it that way. You needed to make a picture. People ask you to, to censor their faces. Then you decided to do this and that. It's a very nice story, and thank you for showing us this. We will later probably come back to some of the art pieces which are hanging here with some links. So now the next.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it's our biggest pleasure. And now I'm searching very, very quickly for the next person who is going to be, and this is Riva Taylor. Riva, where are you? Show us yourself. Clap if you're here. Ultralord, you're not Riva. Don't lie. Lying's not good. Okay, do we have Riva? I don't hear anyone speaking, so maybe we don't. And in that case, if we don't, the next one would be Cryptobabe. Do we have Cryptobabe here? Don't be shy. If you want to talk, unmute your microphone.
Hi.
Okay, so now you're muted both microphones at the same time. Plura, it would be great if you can use headphones. Or mute yourself when you're not talking. But yes, so Plura, tell us about yourself. Who are you? How did you get into the art? And let's start from there. Now you need to unmute your microphone.
Sorry.
All
Hello.
good. Hi.
How is my sound quality? It's okay?
It's good.
It's good. It's perfect.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm here with my collaborator, Jays. Maybe they can also introduce themselves.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, Plura, you have to mute when you're not talking because you're echoing quite a lot. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Chase, hi. So, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to switch over to headphones because I'm having microphone problems.
Okay, now we can hear you well, actually. So you can either continue like you just were sounding well.
Okay, if you can hear me well, that's great.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jace, and we are the Crypto Babes. We're a crypto and cyber feminist collective emerging this year, and we have created the first experiential or performative NFT to ever exist in the space, because we come from the performance art world and we wanted to bring that aspect of interconnection in physical and digital realms into the crypto cosmos and find also new use cases of NFTs. So what we are creating is tickets for an experience. We are creating one-on-one performances that you can access through buying an NFT. With that, we ensure on-chain communication. And yeah, just through blockchain technology, we can find a totally new way of interaction with our customers or with our purchasers. So it's been a wild ride in the NFT space. We first launched our collection on OpenSea, which was called Devotion. It was 10 tokens, or it still is 10 tokens, and you can redeem them for a performance, for a night with us, the Crypto Babes. And it would be a one-on-one performance that can happen anywhere in the world. And from that concept onwards, we were collaborating with Mintbase together, and we launched in the crypto voxel space a mega voxel in collaboration with Jilt. Please check it out. She is an amazing artist, and it was so much fun to do this project, like more in the digital space. And now we came to WILDEVERSE, and we will also be on site for the festival. And we were brainstorming and asking ourselves, what we can give to the space, what we can offer with our performative approach. And we created 5 experiences that are NFTs, and you can buy them in the WILDEVERSE store, and you can access them through the WILDEVERSE store under cryptobabes.near. And the property of those 5 NFTs, it's a collectible series, is that each one is redeemable for a live performance. So if you are on site at WILDEVERSE, you will have the possibility to have this one-on-one performance created just for you, live and in action. And if you're not in the WILDEVERSE space, you can also access it through a live performance, like a live Zoom call. And Flora, do you want to take over? I feel like I'm monologuing over here a bit.
I have so many questions.
Yeah, please throw in questions.
Okay, cool. I mean, I have a question. When you say live performance, what kind of performance? Is it a music performance? Is it a theater performance? Is it a live painting performance? What can one expect when someone buys a ticket in NFT?
Jays was talking. I have my headphones. Is this better?
Yep, we can hear well, yeah.
Okay, great. So basically, it's really hard to answer that question because with our performances, everything is very customized to our buyer. So we actually do an interview with our buyer when they would purchase our original NFT, and we would customize it completely for them based on this interview. So it's going to happen kind of similarly with our performances that are happening actually within the festival. They'll be very catered to the people that we're performing for at those festivals. We might use objects. Maybe it would be a bit musical, but really this is based in our background in immersive theater, improv theater, interactive theater. And also healing in some ways, body work, exploring sensuality and touch.
That sounds amazing. Cool. I guess, and so where are you originally from? Where do you reside? Where do you live?
So we both live in Berlin. I'm originally, yes. And Jay's.
Oh yeah, sorry, I lost you for a second. The voice broke up. What was the question?
Where are we from?
Oh, where we're from? Yeah, I'm from Berlin and based here together with Flora. And we are connected to the immersive art scene in Berlin as well. That's where we met. Immersive theater mostly, and that's how we know each other through our art and our collaboration and interaction. And this is also what we want to bring to this NFT. We want to explore those themes of immersive theater, explore boundaries, testing out things, and just provide a space for these themes to be explored, because I feel like in the real world, there's not much space given for that. And I think theater and immersive art has that potential to bring that out in each other and, to explore our darkness and our light.
For sure.
Yeah, especially in this past year, as performance artists, we haven't been able to express ourselves in the climate of the world. And NFTs, the way we're using them, felt like a really nice solution to be able to bridge some gaps between the technological and the physical world, which is so exciting that this is exactly what this festival is doing. And we feel a really big synchronicity between our project and this one. So we're really happy to be here.
Thank you. We're
So
happy to have
happy.
you for sure. Yeah, thanks for that. Okay, cheer up, everybody. Thank you. Let's give up a big round of applause to Crypto Waves. Hey,
Yay.
Thank you so much, everybody.
thank you. All right.
Yes, we're so honored to be here.
Cool. So, if Riva Taylor is here, we can do an interview with Riva Taylor. Please speak now or never ever after that. No, I'm joking. So if not, I think it's a good time to make a small tour around this building because hey, you think this nice and cozy carpet is the only thing here? Oh no. There are so many floors on the top. So I guess Natural George, you lead the way
Yeah,
to,
sure.
to the next floor.
A little detail about this floor, the neon box that you see behind us will be like a bridge between two elements of the hybrid festival. People in the actual festival will be able to see people in this parcel Insomnium space and cryptovoxels and vice versa. So people will get the ability to grab VR headsets. There will be a screen and a camera, and people from the physical world will be able to interact with people from the virtual world and back.
Awesome.
So that's one of the very nice features in the actual festival that connects all the spaces.
Holoportation booth.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. All right.
And then if we go outside and up, we can go to the exhibition for all the NFTs on Minbase near.
Oh, nice water here. Oh, what a nice entrance with logos and everything. Wow.
Wildevere.
All right, let's go up. Woohoo! Here we go. We have some art here, everybody. Okay, where do we start?
I could do a little talk about the pieces I have here.
Yep.
Let's start with this one. This one.
So, by the way, everybody, you can click on them and then open them in a browser if you want to buy them. Their links are there. Also, if some pieces are animated, to see the animation, you have to click on them, and the animation will play automatically. Just the technical information. Go ahead, George. No, we don't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay,
last year, when I came to the crypto space, one of the first pieces that was successful of my oeuvre, you could say, was of the intergalactic multicellular organisms, as I am representing 5 pieces here. Those were also minted on the Minbase, but they were still on Ethereum at that time. And I kept on doing several of these during the year. And of course, now that they migrated to the Near protocol and also the the WILDEVERSE store, I minted one of these for the festival so that it can add to the revenue of the festival and be among all the festival goers that are able to buy these pieces with their wallets that they get when actually coming at the festival. And so one is an 8.8 edition for the Wildeverse Festival itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other 4 that you can see in this 5 series are 1.1 editions on my own store. So yeah, that's my contribution on top of the VR build and all the other things. But my artistic
Nice.
creations as a contribution to the festival. And I hope
Awesome.
one of these editions that I can go to the physical festival as well. But I'm gonna check if that's gonna be possible or not.
Okay, so you don't know yet if you're coming.
No, not yet.
Okay, cool. Me neither, but we'll hope and try to make it happen. So, all right, let's move to some other pieces and just okay. Let's have a look here. Like this head here, this portrait. This looks pretty cool. Very nice one. Let's go and have a look at the detail. Yeah, nice. Let's come here. Okay, what's that? This is nice.
I think this piece is made by one of the person that has been going to the Wildeverse Festival, the physical, and made it there. I'm not sure. I don't know
Oh wow,
everything
yeah,
by art yet, but
it looks real. It
most
looks
of
like
the pieces in this exhibition are made from artists that are also built at the actual physical festival.
oh, that's nice. Okay, this is a very nice floor of art and a great build, of course. Shall we go to the upper floor?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, this is a nice animation here. What's that? What are we looking at? Nobody knows. What's the origin of this one? All right, let's go up. Some really interesting pieces. Oh, this one is cool. All right, these are some really nice art pieces. If you want to join and look at those art pieces yourself, as I'm telling to the live viewers, you can do that by clicking the link in the tweet and directly joining the parcel and going to the next, second, third floors. So let's go one more floor and then we'll wrap up this web event slowly but steadily. Okay, nice art pieces here. Oh, there's a lot on top as well. So let's go. Okay, I somehow like this one. Lots of lines and colors. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, like this. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Okay, so let me quickly check. Quickly check. All right, so I guess we are slowly heading to the after party, which starts in 30 or 40 minutes in this parcel, but in some new VR client. If anyone wants to add something, Caro, if you want to say a few words about the festival, about the mid base near stuff, please do so now. That would be fantastic. We can do later as well, but for this web event, feel free to say a few words. Try to unmute your microphone. We don't hear you. George, do you hear me? Am I the only one who doesn't hear people? Or okay, I can't hear anyone. Do you hear me? Hello, hello. Okay, I guess I am not being heard. Wave at me if you can hear me. Okay, so people stop to hear audio. I guess we just need to restart. So what, 1 second. Let's refresh. We're coming back in a second. All right, we're back. We are back. Hello, hello, hello. Let's meet at the bar. Okay, Ultralord, you're echoing again. But let's meet here at the bar.
Hello, hello.
Yes, we can hear now. I can hear.
Okay. Was
Okay,
it
cool.
because we were on top?
No, probably not. Maybe some server glitch.
Okay.
And Ultra, you're echoing again.
My bad, my bad, my bad. I'm just gonna mute.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, so let's slowly but steadily wrap this event up. We started the event at the bar and we're finishing it at the bar exactly as it should be, huh? Okay, we see some people flying down. That's awesome. Hello, everybody. So now let's try again. Caro, if you want to say a few words about MinPace, Near, and WILDEVERSE, say a few words right now before we finish this event.
Hi, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes. All right, I'm Carolyn. I'm the co-founder of Mintbase, and I'm super excited, Arthur, about this event that just happened. It was actually my first event in Somnium space, and I'm positively surprised. It's so awesome, and all the artists and the presentations that I've heard were absolutely amazing. So WILDEVERSE is actually a hybrid NFT festival, and Natural Warp has been playing a super big part in organizing everything. And if you're an artist and you want to get involved in this NFT festival, then please reach out to us, to either me or Natural Warp. Essentially, what we're doing is we have one store, which is one smart contract, where we are adding several artists, and you, as the artist, you can mint on that store. And the artwork will be added onto Somnium Space and Crypto Voxels. And if you're in Berlin or in Germany, then you could even come and present your works there. So we have an actual house that will not look as nice as Natural Warp's built here, but similar. So it will be an actual location at the festival in Berlin where you can walk inside of the brain. And inside the brain, which is like the NFT house, you will be able to put on your Oculus and connect to Somnium Space and actually speak to people virtually. And by being there at the actual festival.
Whoa! Yes. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Yes, that's. Thank you for kind words. Thank you for organizing it. I think, as I said in the beginning, since this pre-party was already awesome, I can't even imagine how the main event will look like. So, okay, let's do some cheering up, everybody. Let's use this emoji panel here and click on the buttons. Let's do this. Woohoo! That was fantastic. Let's do some dancing. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm calling fun. Woohoo! All right. So I guess with this, we're right on time, which is very rare, but amazing. Amazing achievement. So we're on time to finish this event in Somnium web client, and in half an hour, we are going to meet inside Somnium Space, same parcel, but in VR. And we will have an after party with Ole, the DJ. She'll be playing for us live from Las Vegas, and we'll be dancing with full body tracking in VR. So don't miss that one. You can come either in VR or as a PC client. And if you cannot join in VR or PC client, you can refresh this parcel at 21:30 CEST, so in half an hour, and in the web browser there will be a live stream for Ole, so you'll be able to dance and have fun with people here on this parcel from many devices. So thank you again for coming. It was fun, and see you on the other side of the monitor, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Ciao,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
See you in
Bye-bye.
VR.